I'm going to run a t-test to see if men and women have a different perception on value for money. Value for money is Likert scale data, so 1 to 7. Now, Likert scale data is technically non-parametric, but for this example, we're just going to run it. And we've got the genders, which are male and female. So 2 groups, they're not the same people, so independent t-test is the way to go. So I'm going to go to Analyze, Compare Means, Independent Samples t-test. So here is our window. We're going to have grouping variable is quite simple. We have gender, which I'm going to find groups, and the groups are numbers 1 and 2. I know it's numbers 1 and 2 because if I go out of here and go into my section here, I've only got 2 ones. It could be 0 and 1, it doesn't really matter. Or maybe if I had age, I've got lots of them, I can choose 1 and 2 or 1 and 3. But I'm making it simple, if gender 1 and 2. So let's go back into that, independent samples t-test. Grouping variable is again gender. Define groups 1 and 2. So testing variables. Now I can actually choose all the variables on here. So everything there, hold down Shift and chuck it across. I can do that and do lots of t-tests all at once, but I'm actually going to run one. I'm going to run number 7, value for money. There we go. Now if we go into options, we've got to exclude cases analysis by analysis or list-wise. We always want to have analysis by analysis. That is the default. Bootstrapping, ignore this, it's for other things you can do later on which get more advanced. But that's it, very simple setup, click go. So what do we have here? We've got the number of people, 39 and 265. Now, I know that this is a problem because if you want to have a t-test, you need about 100 and something odd people, so that sample size might not be that good. We're going to run through that in another video, but I'm going to ignore that for now and just imagine that's okay. So we've got our test here. So what is it? It is significance 0.016. Right. And that's Levine's test for equality of variance. Don't worry about that one. The one we actually want is over here. Two-tailed significance less than 0.001. Right, our t-score is 3.517. You need that to write up. So yeah, there we have it. We have 302 degrees of freedom. Another thing for write up. We have a significant difference. So what is the difference? Well, we look up here with the group statistics. Men have a mean of 5.67. and women have a mean of 5.01. Now that means that men have a slightly higher perception of value for money than women on average. There's a significant difference. Now we've got Cohen's D, which is our sample size estimate, and it is 0.63. So I think that's a large effect size. I'll have to check that in my books later on. Going to have more things than that in the future, but that's all the data that we need for writing up. That is how to produce a independent samples t-test with SPSS.